Welcome back to Colbreth Mini Projects. Today Rogue and I are outside. I've got to move my trailer that's in the driveway right here. I just want to bring it inside the barn with us. It's raining just a little bit, but I'm going to try to time it up to where we can go do some work as soon as the rain stops. So I'm going to bring this trailer in, get it situated. Then I want to get the backhoe hauling logs from across the street that we've been splitting back and forth to our woodshed, and I'll leave the Vermeer across the road with the grapple. It can load the backhoe, which is significantly larger, and really anytime you have a wheeled tractor, it's going to be a lot smoother than driving those the tracks. So tracks have a lot more traction and power, but we'll get rolling on this, and hopefully this rain stops. All set, got the grapple on, trailer's inside. We got a clear path now to move the wood. I need to get the backhoe started, but I'm going to shut this thing down for a little bit and just check the weather. Once I know I have a window of not a lot of rain, we'll get started. Alrighty, the rain just stopped, so I'm heading out here now. Wood's all wet, but that's all right. I'm gonna take the Vermeer out here, drop it off. I'll put the dog away though, because I don't like her crossing the road with me. I don't want her getting run over or doing stuff. I don't know. Rogue will get into trouble. I know she will. So, anyways, we'll take this across the street and then we'll go get that backhoe fired up and we'll start hauling some logs. Okay, got the tractor out here. I'm gonna flip my forks down. I think it'll give me more area to maybe hold logs. I'm not really sure. I've also got a strap here that I'm gonna try to strap to the bucket so that the forks don't come away from it, because they're kind of just gravity forks. So this will be an experiment, but the other stuff I think I'm pretty confident it'll work. The same pins that hold the forks flipped back are the ones that hold the forks from pivoting. Because right now, if I fill this, they pivot. Once I put these pins in, now that won't happen. I think the next thing I want to do is try my strap idea. See if I can strap these forks back. When I go to tip it, these will actually tilt, and that doesn't help me. And again, this may be a terrible idea, but necessity is the mother of invention. Okay, so the theory is when I tilt my buckets, now the forks will tilt with the bucket. right, that worked super well. Now I just gotta get this thing loaded up. We'll see how that goes. Wishing I had a third fork. I'm going to keep this load on here. I'll get it emptied. I'm going to continue to try to fill it, but I think I'll try a new strategy next time and I'll actually move my forks closer together. I'll just keep experimenting until we find a nice groove. Third fork acquired. All right, I got to remember that trick. Stick one in, lay some on top, and then I can stack on that. We'll try that. Okay, complete disaster. Jeez. All right. All right. Let's take a look at this load. So this guy right here is doing a ton of work, and all I did was stick it in there and then tried to put weight down on the back side of it so that now it becomes one of the steel forks. And I'm telling you, I could probably fit like maybe 20% in this bucket of what I have right now if we didn't come up with something else. So the steel's gonna be good. The forks will hold nicely. I don't know how this thing's gonna handle, and I don't know how this load's gonna rock and jiggle or whatever it's gonna do, but yes, if this works, we might meet the deadline that Nicole's given me because we got people coming over. So I gotta get at least this first row of wood all hauled. Not normally a busy road, but something to watch for. All right, let's put her in gear here. This is the scariest part is right here, because if I drop one of these logs, they're heavy. I don't know that I can just pick them up. And I don't want somebody to come across and just smoke one with their little car. We'll go real gentle over this bump. I'm just watching for like movement with the logs, tipping, rocking. Everything looks decent right now, so that's good. I'm actually running this tractor in first gear right now. It's about as slow as you can get it. Alright, we're up here getting close to the wood pile, and it is tight. I gotta maneuver between all these. That little sassafras is gonna have to bend for me a little bit. She'll be fine. Maybe? Yeah, she's good. Alright. We'll get in here. We'll do our best to fill this bay. So what I'm doing now is I'll take it out of gear, and I've got a throttle on my foot here so I can rev it up. So I'm gonna grab this knob right here, and that's gonna lift her up. We don't wanna go too high. I gotta watch the roof. And we'll start tilting down. And this stuff is holding on by a thread, so we're gonna be just fine. This is super hard to do with one hand for me. My forks are, oh, there it goes. There it goes. Timber. Sweet. All right. It's now I'm going to back her up a little bit because I don't want my forks to fall down and hit those logs, because that'll just break my strap. There's so much power up there in that loader. Alright, so I'm going to level this dude out. I prefer to lift this up till I can actually see the tips of my fork, because I want to know like where them things are, because they're sticking way out there. Alright, now I can operate. I think what I'll do is pull forward just a pinch. I'm going to back this dude up. You can see what I'm looking at here. I want to go that way, but I'll back up this trail. Gotta watch the swing of the front end. I got another little sassafras here. We'll just barely miss it. Alright. Back this guy up. Till we got room. Alright, we'll head back, get another load. Here we go, boys. Alright, that first load went super well. My Vermeer's kind of short, so I dropped this bucket all the way down to the ground and I tilted all the way up. And now we know through experimentation that I can find a third fork, but I've just got to put a log perpendicular to the bucket. So my eye goes to, alright, well, I've got some here that are 2.5 feet, 3 feet. I'm looking for a 4-footer. Bingo, right there. That looks like a 4-footer right there. So I'm gonna go after that one first, see if I can get it placed, and then we'll continue to load. Yeah, just because you're using tractors doesn't mean you can't be a little bit more precise. So I'm getting to a point where I throw some logs on there, and then I'm starting to find ones that won't roll, or I can wedge in certain spots. So I'm actually kind of pressing this load down as I go and being a little bit more selective with the logs that I put in it. Again, I don't want to run the risk of having this stuff fall off the trailer on the road. But this side, I didn't do as well. It's not as full, but it ain't bad. On that other side, though, I was really able to pack them in. I feel like the nastier the logs, the easier they stay on your tractor, because that is one big old load. And this stuff is so heavy and green. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but this is not just, I don't know, it's not garbage wood, let's put it that way. That is some heavy stuff. Okay, things are going really well. I've got about half of the work done. I've got half left. I noticed when I was actually running this tractor that the front left tire was like squatting quite a bit. I looked and looked on that tire for an inflation, you know, max PSI. I can't find anything. But I do think, you know, this tire was holding up pretty good and it's functioning pretty well. So right now, this tire, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me flip my camera. But I put this on my tire and I can see that I'm at 29 pounds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take this off and I'm just running comparable air in both tires. So if this one holds 29 or 30, I'm willing to bet the other one will too. So let me put this on the other side and see what she looks like. But I don't know, I mean, I looked on the inside, I looked on the outside. You can see super traction, there's some stuff, made in USA. There's some numbers. Not for highway service. Firestones, these are Maypops. I read that safety stuff, it just says nothing. It's no help to me. I didn't see this piece. Yeah, no, that's nothing. And then it's got the tire size, but no inflation, so that's kind of weird. Maybe that's what they do with heavy equipment, I don't know. But let's put this on, and let's see what my reader tells me. Okay, there you go. That's the problem. So she's at 12, so I think all I've got to do here, I'm gonna bump this thing up to, I'll go 30, that's fine. I think just hit go here. Try that. The nice thing is, I can do some work and that thing will shut off once it's full. Okay, got another load on, and it is going very, very well. Wanted to check with you guys. We'll just check this tire. So this thing actually turned itself off. We turn it on, it says 28.5. Interesting. So let's run this up one more time. Let's just run her to 32. And it just stops. All right, I don't know, maybe this thing has a slow leak. If I have to, I'll take it off and work on it another day. Let me put this cap back on this thing. The reason I wasn't noticing it is I've been using my bucket as a brake so this thing doesn't roll on me. The problem with that is that it's also taking the weight off the tires, so I didn't realize that I was really, you know, straining them. All right. Oh, we're getting close. Counting the loads. And I'll tell you, behind me, looks pretty good. But back over here to the west, I'll tell you, it is looking dark. Feels like it's gonna rain. I don't know, I think if it rains, I'll probably just push through as long as there's not too much lightning. Sorry you guys don't get to see all that. It's hard for me to hold on to everything all at once. Okay, I just heard, well, there's like lightning or thunder or something right above my head. I looked up and I can actually, it's starting to rain right now. So I took the Vermeer up, I checked the weather. It looks like we've got a blip of rain for probably 45 minutes here. I'm just gonna take that backhoe and put it in the barn for now, get the heck out of this storm, out of this lightning for safety's sake. And then we'll come back out. If it was just rain, I don't care, we'll push through, but I'm not gonna mess with the lightning, so and I'm out in this field too. There's nothing out here, man, just me. I'm the tallest thing, I think, so, okay. Alrighty, back at it. No more lightning, it's just a little bit of a drizzle right now. It's letting up by the minute, honestly. So I've got the tractor out there. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna take the Vermeer and start loading it up. We'll finish this project. Well, this video has not been roses from start to finish. From dropping off or having logs fall off this thing, trying to experiment, how do we haul these at maximum capacity, flat tires, and now I had a brand new thing happen to me here, and I'm gonna show you right here. Unbelievable. Like, what are the odds that I grabbed a log and it is like wedged in there, the exact perfect width of my grapple. It's unbelievable. It's like, man, could you imagine that? Like, I don't know if that gives you that feeling like, oh, I got something caught in my tooth and I can't get it out. That's what it makes me feel like. So I'm gonna see if I can knock this thing out. All right, no idea if this is even gonna work, but I'm just gonna hit it here. Oh, there we go. Okay, not bad at all. But still, so bizarre. Why is this happening? All right. To finish the objective, I've just got a couple logs here and a couple over here, and then we'll be wrapped up. So yeah, I think I'll finish this. I'm gonna move these logs that are behind me right here, just stack them up. They need to be cut. I'm gonna give you a little added content here. I'm putting this strap away. I thought it performed really well. Kept my forks connected to the bucket, so when it dumps how I want it to. Now I'll show you how I put the forks away, which is a little bit harder than bringing them out. Okay, I lost one of my pins right there. I just noticed one of my keeper pins is gone, but I had it facing the wood, and I probably should have had it facing the outward direction. So this one's facing outward, and it's okay. So the way this works is this fork has to line up with this block right here, this steel block. And that's kind of your target, and I think it also helps support it. Then on the back side, the fork will come all the way down. Whoops. It'll come all the way down, and then it goes in this slot right here, and that's what we pin, and that keeps it from coming back up. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Then I just stick it in, slide it in here. On that fork just a little bit, it'll give you the room you need to put that in. The first thing I'm going to line up with this block is right there. That moves really easily. And this thing rotates. You just lift. And at some point here, there's really no pressure on it, right where it's balanced. So you got to be careful because it comes down heavy. I'm putting these forks away because I've only got a couple logs I've got to haul, and then I've got some smaller little rounds that I need to throw in here because this will be our last trip. Alrighty, that concludes our video today. I got that one row completely out of there like I wanted, directly behind me. You can see right over here, I had some big logs out this way and I just put them in a small pile right there. So there's plenty of parking. Mom's already out here, but we've got Predator Night tonight. We're gonna have over 100 people here. We're gonna be running around hunting glow sticks and all kinds of games in the dark, cool stuff for the kids. So I'm pretty excited about that. But thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit those notifications for more videos, and I will see you next time.